guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I have a video for you guys. So as you guys can tell by the title, crazy school stories that I have for you guys. Now what I mean by this is like things that I thought were absolutely crazy for school, like I don't know, you'll just have to get into the video. So with further ado, let's get into the video. First thing on the agenda of things, pretty recently happened. I was in school, and this was maybe a month before school got out, and I was just sitting in class in my first period, and I was like, you know, doing my work. Then the lady in the front office goes over the speakers in the school, and she was like, lockdown, lockdown, this is not a drill, close all door, etc. You get the point, like that stuff. And it was not a drill. So we're sitting there and we're freaking out, like my heart's like racing like 1,000,000 miles per hour. We get up and we head into the back rooms, and I'm sitting there under the desk freaking out, texting my mom, and I'm like, oh my god, mom, like this is like, I'm gonna die, like I love you, like I'm in, like, you know, like I'm texting my aunt, my mom. I'm freaking out because she was like, the lady was freaking out over the announcement. So I was like, somebody's in school and like we're gonna die, like I'm ready. Like I'm not ready, actually, that's not what I meant.
Miss Keisha, Miss Keisha, Miss Keisha. Oh my fucking god, she fucking dead.
What I mean is like, I'm scared, and I'm like, I was like starting to sweat and like kind of cry, you know, like that's not cry, like high school, like, you know, whatever. Anyways, so we're sitting here, and my teacher's at the front door. Like our classroom has like huge windows, so we had to pull the curtains down, then we ran into the back rooms. So I'm sitting in the back room, and the teacher, the main teacher in the classroom, is at the front door with a pair of scissors or something like that, and he's like freaking out and stuff, and he's like panicking. I'm panicking, I'm scared, and I'm in the back rooms. I was so scared, and I'm just sitting here remembering that like all the school shootings that have happened, and I was just panicking. I was like, oh my god, like what do I do? And I text my mom. Anyways, so after that had happened, there was an announcement that was put out that it was not real, and that the district office had came in and told the school to do a lockdown as a drill, but they didn't tell her it was a drill. They made it seem like it was real, even though it was a drill, but they made it seem like it was real. So she put it in a real drill, you know? So I was so upset, and my mom had texted me like 1,000 times, and my teacher, I'm sitting there like texting my mom back, and he goes, Ryan, your phone, put it on my desk. And I'm like, my mom's texting me about the whole situation. She goes, well, how does she know? And I'm like, because my mom is friends with another student that goes here's mom, and she told her about it, and they were all freaking out, and she was texting me back and forth, and he goes, well, you shouldn't text your mom about it during this. And I'm like, to let my mom know that like there's a possible killer in the school, like let me not do that so she doesn't, you know, like that's bullcrap. And I was so upset at him. Anyway, so that happened pretty recently. I'm not in school right now. I am currently on summer. I have 8 or 7 days till school, so like, oh my god, a week. But the next story happened a while ago when I was in 4th or 5th grade. Somebody did actually enter the school, and we were in our classroom, and school got out at that time like 3:30, and I'm sitting in my classroom, and I'm waiting, and it's 3:30, the bell hasn't rang, or it did ring, but they weren't letting people out, and we were freaking out. I put an announcement out over the speakers that to not let students out, and we're waiting here and waiting and waiting and waiting, and finally they unlocked the doors, and everybody was like, okay, what? Policeman came to the door. It was all good. We get released, and we get home to everybody gets home. When I got home, my mom got a call from the school. Some guy had broken into the school with a knife, and he was threatening to kill the ladies in the front office. Now, it's super hard to get anywhere else in the school without like a password or a teacher to let you in through each like section of the school, because the school is like a jail. Yeah, so that was a pretty scary moment. I remember sitting in class and like crying because I was a 4th grader, and like this girl, my friend that I'm still friends with, she lives right down the road from me. You guys have seen her, Nadia. She sat there and she slapped me in the face because I was crying, because I was so scared. Because a guy had broken into the school with a knife. Like, are you joking? Like, are you kidding me? Anyways, so the next story, I was in South Carolina, and because I only lived there for like a year, less than a year, 8 months. And I've never lived in a place where there was flood warnings, so, or hurricanes and all of that stuff. Anyway, so we had a hurricane warning the first week of school, or the first week that I had started, and it was honestly such a scary thing because when you start a new school in a new place, you don't expect like new changes, like new drills and all of that. And there were some pretty scary drills, like the hurricane drill. Hadn't had that ever before because I never lived in the north. Now, yeah, it was pretty scary to be honest with you. But that was not the scariest. I think the scariest was the first one that I told you guys. So, but yeah, so this is the end of the video. I just had some stories I wanted to tell you guys and do something different from like a vlog. But other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.